Hello, my laser loving friends. Welcome to Laser Secrets. I'm Jamie, your host, and today's episode is a little different. I'm not breaking down protocols, discussing laser physics, or sharing my favorite treatment combinations today, at least not in the usual way. Today, I actually want to take you behind the scenes and tell you why I formed Laser Secrets Consulting and why this podcast even exists in the first place. I'm going to go a little bit from the heart today. First of all, 6 years ago, I made a massive career pivot. Before aesthetics, I spent almost 25 years in the world of exercise physiology, medical wellness, and the fitness industry in general. This was my world, and honestly, I loved it. I still love it, but something started pulling at me, maybe a curiosity or a calling, and it turned into a major passion. This passion actually led me into the medical aesthetic space. My best friend, Dr. Stephanie Wattier, and I decided to take the leap and open our own medical spa together. We've been enthusiasts and consumers of medical aesthetics for quite some time. We really felt a pull to this industry. We started with the Zirconia Zerona Z6 body contouring laser, but we had big dreams and we had a vision, and it was pretty bold. We knew we wanted to be more than just a spa. We wanted to specialize in the most cutting-edge laser-based treatments that we could offer. We wanted to be advanced, effective. We really wanted to bring something transformative to our area. And also, just given our backgrounds, we wanted to do this, of course, safely, but ethically and with heart. We wanted to basically be the medical spa that we always wanted to go to. So I went back to school. I went to laser training. I became a laser specialist. I became a medical esthetician. I went through as many certifications and training as I could find. I did in-person programs. I traveled. I stayed up late reading, studying, watching everything I could get my hands on, reading every peer-reviewed journal. Just really immersing myself, including going to conferences. Everything I could find. And what I discovered, and I don't know if you all can relate with me, is the more you learn, the more you know, the more you realize you need to know. The reality of our industry in the United States especially is that a lot of training programs teach you just enough to be dangerous. Now, this is absolutely not a dig at all. I'm actually incredibly grateful for every single course I took, but it became so clear to me that most trainings were either oversimplified or they held back some key information, especially around laser physics fundamentals, beyond like specific devices, basically fluences, pulse duration, laser tissue interaction. I felt like a lot of what was taught was very, very surface level. And here's why I think that is. Unfortunately, we live in a very litigious society, and frankly, everyone's afraid of getting sued. This means trainers often stick to overly conservative settings to avoid adverse events. And like I said, this isn't a dig. This is just the way it is here, especially in the United States or North America. But here's the catch. If all you ever learn are ultra low settings, and frankly, you're not going to get the results you're looking for, whether it's hair removal, tattoo removal, veins, all the things. We find that people will bump up settings not understanding exactly what that's doing and how increasing a setting here can change that setting there, and you are quantifying the laser energy that you're using on the client essentially. And that's when bad outcomes can happen. Whether you're just still underperforming as far as getting your results, or on the flip side, changing settings in a way that you're not fully understanding, and we end up burning people. And that is absolutely what we do not want to happen. The more I learned, the more I realized, wow, there is so much to still learn. And I kept searching and I did some training in Europe, specifically the UK, because the standards in medical aesthetics are a little higher in Europe and the UK, and a little more checks and balances. And here it's still kind of like the wild, wild west. And again, this is not, being negative to anything in our country that's offered, but we need to do better. And sometimes, we're piecing together different trainings, and that's what I did. I literally spent 6 years piecing all of this training together. Well, all of this led me to Scotland. I did some training with Dermalays, and that was deep physics. I do highly recommend them. But I loved that they were not marketing based. It was not a plug and play demo training. It was real deep, unapologetic laser physics. And it did challenge everything I thought I knew. So what I did is I brought all that knowledge back along with all of the other training I've done. And fast forward today, I've got several years of hands-on experience, thousands of hours of training, researching, and we've grown our med spa into something incredible. We have over 30 treatments. We've got a whole team of professionals. And we've also developed our own methods, our own protocols and treatment combinations based on all of this training that I ran around for years gathering. And this helped us to get phenomenal results. So we've built a thriving reputation. And that's what brings me to this podcast and to Laser Secrets Consulting, which I formed. I've had the really great opportunity to do some consulting with different laser companies because we were getting great results. So they were asking me to share with people who have bought these devices, to just get on a call with them and share what we've been doing. And when I've done this is when I had a lot of practitioners wanting more. They wanted to dig in deeper because, again, they started realizing there's a lot more to learn. And so, that essentially is what formed Laser Secrets Consulting, to create something where I'm sharing everything that I ran around collecting. And this will definitely help you with the trial and error that you don't need to do. Yes, still get the great training. Yes, still get all the certifications and the proper licensing. But if we can work together and I can share what I've distilled down after all the thousands of dollars and thousands of hours spent gathering these trainings into something that's actually useful to you. That's why I formed this. Laser Secrets is your fast track. I want you to understand what matters, avoiding the mistakes I've made, and gain confidence in your skill set, your results, and leveling up your career. So my consulting, even though I cover a lot of topics with Laser Secrets podcast, my consulting is focused on the areas I am most excited about and the most passionate about, and really the services that I love to do in my med spa. So I dig really deep with laser tattoo removal, permanent makeup removal, specifically brows, because hello, we all see a lot of bad brows out there. And with proper settings, we can really help to boost the confidence of our clients that are having big regrets. Also, laser body contouring is one of my fortes. I've done a lot in that aspect, including I've had the honor of conducting 2 FDA trials for devices that have been FDA approved by the Urconia company. And that has been incredibly exciting to be part of some really big research. I also specialize in RF microneedling. And I have quite a catalog of clients that are in the dermatology and high-level medical aesthetic space. So, it's just offering my insight on all of these years of trial and error. I'm generally in my field of practice, even in medical aesthetics and exercise physiology before then. I've loved to be part of research. So naturally, I'm digging into the deep research and just sharing it with you so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. So, that's me. I wanted to share kind of where Laser Secrets started, how it started, and I will absolutely be adding even more topics in the future for the consulting. But for Laser Secrets podcast, I'll be sharing a whole gamut of topics that have to do with our industry and learning better settings. I wanted to share clean, effective, no fluff guidance, and you're in the right place if that sounds like it's good for you. I'll give you the why, the how, and what to avoid and what's working now, because frankly, you deserve more than surface level training. Really, what I want for you is to feel confident, prepared, empowered, and deliver the kind of results that you feel happy with, satisfied, and your clients are repeat customers because they're so happy with you. So basically, if you're brand new to lasers or you've been in the game for a while and you're looking for that missing piece, welcome. Laser Secrets is for you. I want to thank you for being here with me today and letting me share a little bit of behind the scenes. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with your fellow medical aesthetics providers, whether they're estheticians, laser technicians, or med spa owners. And if you're ready to go deeper, make sure you subscribed to Laser Secrets. I've got some awesome episodes coming your way, and I'd love you to follow me on Instagram at Laser Secrets Consulting. There are links on how to contact me, how to work with me directly. Until next time, stay curious, and cheers to building the most successful and rewarding medical aesthetic practices.